very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue. Quite a sight to behold. Italy braced for their anthem. Some performance, and now here comes the response. The lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
So off we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Marco Verratti. He's got great vision and passing ability and seems to be able to dictate the play in midfield. He also tends to develop a really good understanding with the forwards and just kind of senses the runs that they'll make. And I'm intrigued to see how he performs today.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Dashing forward at pace. Krychowiak. Now it's Blaszczykowski. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Hoists it forward. Bednarek. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Krychowiak. Lewandowski. Lewandowski! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Chiesa. And here's the chance to counter. It's Lewandowski. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Insigne drives it forward.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
The assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Chiesa. Tries to stroke it through, going for goal! Good ball kindly! Goal, Italy! He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
I doubt he'll score too many, which come easier than that, Peter, but just look at his movement. He knew instinctively that the keeper would struggle to hold on to it.
Italy get themselves into the lead.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
And it's Florenzi. Chiesa collects the ball from behind. Goes for the cross. Kukoviak. Poland hung on for the 3 points in their last game. Positive results though, build momentum. Gets it into the middle. Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the ball as possible.
That's a terrific surge down the right. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Chiellini. Romagnoli. Chiellini. Marco Verratti. Lorenzo Insigne. That's surely a foul, free kick. Chiellini. Romagnoli. Into the box. And Poland now can counter. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And it's Insigne. And the through ball is intercepted. Who's ball? Who's going to get there?
Well, when the options aren't quite present in the box, it's the crosser's interest to hold on for the support.
Lewandowski. Florenzi levelled matters up in the dying seconds in their last game with that volley of his. Poland in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Oh, that's neat. Zaniolo crosses into the box. Defenders on the back foot. Spinazzola. Marco Verratti. Verratti switches it towards the other side. Florenzi. Played into the middle. That'll be the final action of the first half. So there you have it, a close sport half of football, one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
The action has already resumed here.
Poland need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
It's an untidy challenge, free kick given. Kamil Glik. Italy contested that thriller-minute draw last time. He's had that put on a plate. Zaniolo. Chiesa. Forward it goes. Big chance, corner. Verratti plays it short. And here's Verratti. Verratti with the cross. Glick attempts a clearance. Big chance! Oh, what a hit! What a hit! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. It's going to be a double change then. Italy get themselves a two-goal cushion.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Pumps it into the area. Shot a goal! Oh, he couldn't get hold of it.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Llorente pulls it over to the other flank. And it's Insigne. Insigne delivers the ball. Keeper sees it all the way. Kukoviak. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. Now it's Insigne. Towering header! And for a moment, time stood still. Kukoviak is on the end of some really unwanted attention.
Well, he's obviously been identified as a menace, and they're dealing with him accordingly. I think we can expect more of the same.
Immobile. Zaniolo. Marco Verratti. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Spinazzola. Oh, that's nice. Florenzi with the slide tackle there. Chiesa. Gets the better of his man. Chiesa. Oh, shooting chance! Your attempt, just the wrong outcome.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
The referee's called play back and has booked him for the original offence. Zaniolo. And here's Immobile. Chiesa. It's Verratti. Lewandowski. A real chance to break. Chiellini. Has he picked him out? Lewandowski. It's a very good battle there. Terrific to watch. Zaniolo. And here's Immobile. Looking to break out here. Just brushed off the ball there. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Time for a change in personnel. That intervention was very necessary. Not played the ball, that's a foul. Lewandowski. Right through the middle. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Błaszczykowski. Florenzi. Zaniolo. Zaniolo goes looking. Finds himself eased off the ball. Blaszczykowski. Now it's Lewandowski. He's left his man. Forward it goes. Nick plays it forward. Iliev is there to take. Alioski tries to locate someone up front. Krychowiak drives it forward. Whistle's gone, that's foul. It's a long ball, but it's not hit its target. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Alioski sends it forward. Elmas. And he heaves it forward. Play for a throw. Elmas provides an outlet. Looking to hit the front line. Lewandowski.
Well, each team knows that they're still well below standard, and it's a question of which can find a way out.
In towards the middle, cut out in the nick of time. Tries to get it forward quickly. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. It's Lewandowski. Hoists it forward. Pandev, the first half equaliser on his last appearance. Pandev. Got a shot away! No, not quite.
Well, Peter, I would say it was worth a try.
Krychowiak. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Clears it out of harm's way. It's Lewandowski. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Krychowiak gets it back. Chance to... He's gone for it! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Tries to get it clear. Krychowiak. More than happy to take the muscular approach. And it's Blaszczykowski. Good ball, it's a big chance! He's been off try.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Krychowiak. Blaszczykowski going through. And that should be the keepers. Now the counter. And here's Pandev. Finds himself eased off the ball. Pandev! That's a half-decent try.
Ambitious at best for me, Peter. Never looked convincing as he went to hit it.
Looks to bypass the midfield. Played out to the right. Pandev. Oh, real chance! Elmas. Drills one in. Lewandowski. It'll be the final action of the first half. So another team has broken through. It's certainly not going to want to try. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. Poland head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Like Page again, another team any further forward than they were when they started out. Start of the second half. 0-0 then, and we're back underway. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Poland clearly aren't looking comfortable on the ball at the moment. Predictability has just crept into their play.
Lewandowski brings it forward. It's a loose ball. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. The other side really getting hold of the ball. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. He's gone direct. Crossbar comes to the rescue. That was travelling. Iliev can hoist it clear. And that has been cleared. The chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. And he's there to clear it.
reputation can't hurt here because they've got no previous.
And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Has a pop! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
And it's played forward. Forward it goes. Alioski. Forward pass. Well, that's where he wants it. And here's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! And he nearly went all the way.
Lewandowski cannot be a happy chappy, and you can understand why. The run was stoic, and it should have been heroic.
In with a header! They've done it! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Oh, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Poland can make their change now with a break in play. Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Surprise, surprise. He just keeps on delivering, and listen, we all expect that.
Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Pandev. That's offside. Yes, it is.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Back to the keeper and go again. Camille Glick. Glick. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
And they win it back again. And here's Lewandowski. He's picked him out. Hits one! Oh, taken with style! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise their defence. It was fast and furious, and all but unstoppable.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Bednarek hoists it forward. Lewandowski. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Who's ball? Who's going to get that? Well read, he sorted that out. Really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Click. Goes direct to the front line. Elmas. And a real chance! Not long left in this now. Poland are set to end their clean sheet hoodoo. Good ball. It's one! And that's been levered clear. Now it's Pandev. Plays it out to the flank. Oh, well intercepted. Really alert to the danger. Rashikovsky. Click, who has made his impact already. Looks to dink one in. Goalkeeper's ball. Well, hello, a very warm welcome to you for this evening's game. Regrettably, the weather has been extremely unkind to us here. It is wet and blustery and remarkably inhospitable. Despite all of that, it is good to see that the faithful from both sides have apparently been undeterred. We have a terrific turnout here. The atmosphere is bubbling despite these adverse conditions. All we need now is for the game to live up to its initial billing. Oh, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. We stand for the national anthem of Poland. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course. So with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box.
So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Jan Oblak. He's not someone you often see pulling off spectacular saves, but that's about the highest compliment you can give a goalkeeper because it speaks to his positioning and his organisational abilities. He's just about the best there is when it comes to claiming crosses and high balls into the box too, and is just the kind of presence that spreads a composure and a confidence to his defence and throughout the team.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. He's come loose. Kurtic. Dinks one in. Fence has got rid of that.
I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. And here's Lewandowski. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Hoists it forward. And it's played forward. Now chance to break. Cuts it out.
Slovenia have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Breaks on here. Now it's Blaszczykowski. Tries to get it forward quickly. That's put paid to a promising move. Plays it out to the wing. Forward it goes. Lewandowski.
It can only get better, this. We haven't seen a shot yet, and I'm hoping that when we do, it'll spark a whole series of them because it needs livening up.
Kurtic has been included in the starting 11 for the first time in some weeks. Ilicic. He's found his man. He's gone for it! Goal! Slovenia! And Slovenia lead!
Oh, what a cracking goal, but a cracking touch as well. That's what made it for me. That's brilliant play all round.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Forward it goes. Glick gets it back. Klich was a second-half substitute in the last game. Now it's Blaszczykowski going through. Blaszczykowski. Oh, it's a fine challenge and it goes his way. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Ilicic. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. It's Lewandowski. Just brushed off the ball there. Battles to win it back. That's a foul. Free kick's been given. Kurtic. That'll be the final action of the first half. So there you have it, a close fought half of football. Still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. Still a decent game up to now.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. And if the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to. So off we go once more. Poland don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first. If they don't grab an early goal in the second half, they can't hold back though.
Tries to get it forward quickly.
Slovenia making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front, and this is something different.
And here's Ilicic. And the shot! He scores! Two to the good. They have breathing space. That was a given. It always was.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly defence.
Poland are making a change now. So that's two now without reply.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to two, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Whipped in. Interference and very necessary. Lovely bit of skill. Danger averted for now. Blaszczykowski with the cross. Tries a shot! Slovenia come here off the back of that highly entertaining 2-2 draw. Milik.
We've got to see a real determination and purpose now if this deficit is to be recovered. No holding back and being patient about this challenge. It's time to roll the sleeves up and go for it.
Good idea, just poorly executed. Milik gets wrestled off the ball. Whose ball? Who's going to get that?
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Chance to shoot. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Hoists it forward. Tick. The sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, getting to him quickly like that is paramount, or else he can hurt.
Kurtic. And now they can launch a counter. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. That's clear cut. It's a free kick. Poland can make their change now with a break in play. And it's played forward. Now it's Lewandowski. Just the keeper to beat. It's one. And it's Ilicic. Nicely measured pass. Now it's Ilicic. Ilicic finds himself eased off the ball. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Forward it goes. Hoists it forward. Milik.
Poland can admit to being second best so far. They've not looked together enough, and concentration levels are well down on the standard we expect.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Hoists it forward. Milik. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Forward it goes. And there goes the final whistle. Poland have fallen short on the day. They need to bounce back from this. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
They just turned up with the wrong mentality, Peter. They got complacent, and they'll have to take the criticism that comes with it.
Thanks to Jim. Wherever you are on this most pleasant evening, there has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. This must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. And so we stand for the anthems. They have thrown down the gauntlet with that anthem, now to match it. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, David Alaba. One of the most versatile players out there. He's just got so much positional awareness and intelligence. He can basically do a job anywhere on this pitch. He's got fabulous technique too, especially with his delivery in and around the area. He'll be eyeing up any set plays the opposition concede in that defensive third.
The scourge of so shot a goal! There's an early warning shot across the bow.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Up to meet it! It's a bit off try.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work though.
Zielinski, Krychowiak, Milik, gets it back, down Bartlinger. And here's Arnautovic, and the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Nearly is nothing. But not quite good enough. And Poland now can counter. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Here's Arnautovic. He's left his man, and he has been fouled there. Chance to shoot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
His radar picked up on that very quickly, and he was first to react.
Milik. Endeavour from either side, not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Yeah, those longer balls forward are definitely having more of an impact, something that should have been resorted to before now.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. That is an adventurous run down the left-hand side. Milik. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. And it's Baumgartlinger. Baumgartlinger goes up and over. Referee's given a throw. Baumgartlinger. Baumgartlinger making use of the space out wide.
Austria have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Gets away from his opponents. Milik looking to get on the end of this. It's always going to be the keepers. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Krychowiak battles to win it back. And the counter is on. Arnautovic plays it long. Clearance and very necessary. Alaba plays it short. He's gone for it! Hit long and direct, and it's been taken straight back. Oh, shooting chance! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Now it's Krychowiak. Keeper sends it forward. Breaks on here. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. He's going to have his name taken. Milik. It's one! Arnautovic. Arnautovic is onto it and can take it up. A real chance to break. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. And we are up to the break.
What a pleasant surprise to see how open this game is turning into. Just wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. we're off again.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more energy and invention early on.
Can't get the better of his opposite number. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Austria have come to the defence of their manager after he came in for some stick regarding some of his decision-making.
Yeah, but he brought the criticism upon himself by making substitutions that didn't really make sense. They added confusion when he really needed cohesion.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And it's Krychowiak.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Piontek receives it in a good position. Going through. Great challenge. Time to... That's it! Hit with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Piontek. No question, that's a foul. Poland can make their change now with a break and play. And he's there to clear it. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. And it's Alaba. Oh, that is lovely footwork. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. The wall's done its job. It's been blocked. Alaba. He's going after it. Just brushed off the ball there. Now it's Lewandowski, he's got away. It's Lewandowski! Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
Well, that was all about the quality of the ball, wasn't it? It couldn't have been placed any better.
The changes then in quick succession. Well, the referee's seen the ball and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. Hinteregger. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Alaba. Hinteregger. Baumgartlinger. Chance! And they've been caught out here. Has a hit! Oh, the ball's come loose!
Yeah, the force is with them and everything else for that matter. They just need that lucky break.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. He's had a go! Ball's loose, and he's after it. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled.
Austria merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Goes for goal!
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Milik. They are right into last chance territory. Piontek. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
He's gone for it! Corner it is. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished goalless. Would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Poland can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
Well, a very good evening to you as you join us for tonight's live game. Unfortunately, our weather forecast is somewhat less than promising. We're told to expect intermittent spells of heavy rain, which might very well impact on the quality of the football later. It'll certainly add a new dimension, especially for those players who like to keep hold of the ball. A few anxious faces hoping it will all somehow stay away, but I have to tell you that we are told is an extremely unlikely scenario. We have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. We stand for the national anthem of Poland. Well, they have thrown down the gauntlet with that anthem, now to match it. Israel have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1. And it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
So it's away we go then. Goes direct to the front line. Well positioned to make that interception. Little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Kyle. Poland were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. And it's played forward. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Plays it out to the flank. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Well, when the options aren't quite present in the box, it's the crosser's interest to hold on for the support.
Israel grateful to the genius of their manager last time round.
Well, Peter, he was lauded by the media, and quite rightly too. I think what he did was clever and decisive, and it just goes to show how tactically astute he is.
He's got through. And that'll go straight through to the goalkeeper. Played in with accuracy. And he's made sure that that won't get through. Piontek. Loose. And he's there to cut it out. Played out to the right. Gets the better of his man. He's made good progress from a deep position. Goes for the cross. Strong punch. Gets away from his opponent. Oh, defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Forward it goes. And here's Zahavi. He gets past his man. Gorgeous control there. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Simpson in a good position. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. That had to be more accurate. He's being closely tested here. Zielinski. Oh, he's broken through. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Real chance to break. Going through. Shooting chance! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Zahavi. Just brushed off the ball there. Zahavi proving impossible to wrestle off the ball. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Pumps it into the area. Goalkeeper's ball. Piontek. Zielinski has been found. Get it forward quickly. Now the counter. Hoists it forward. Goes for goal! Did the hard part right, but not the finish.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Lobs it in gently. Fabianski can claim that. It's going to be the final action of the first half. So the other team has broken through, but certainly not going to want to try. It's been an interesting game up to now, and still goals. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. start of the second half. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? And he's whipped it in low. That's been drilled forward. Forward it goes. And it's played forward. Fabianski. Towering header!
He will be livid with himself.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Natko goes looking. He's got away. Chipped through.
Zahavi really just wasn't quick enough then. Well, his thinking certainly wasn't. Didn't make use of what I felt were some very good options.
Driving on, a real chance!
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I think he still deserves full marks for making his way through. It was a cracking run.
Tries to get it forward quickly.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Piontek is being kicked on here.
Yeah, and if he's allowed time on the ball, it opens up a wealth of other possibilities.
It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Goes for the cross. And through to the goalkeeper. Lewandowski. He's pinged one through here. Knocks it away. Fabianski, will lay claim to that? Has a pop! And yes, it's there! And finally, he has breathed life into the game! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Poland take the lead, 1-0.
Yeah, I had a feeling this was coming. Still, there's a fair bit of time if you're going to think about defending it now.
Tries to locate. He's gone for it! It didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
Well, it was certainly an acrobatic effort. I mean, it was probably the best option for him, but they're never easy to pull off.
Israel are making a change now. Rain starting to fall here. It has been looking that way for a little while. It's gone a long way up and away. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next?
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Good idea, just poorly executed. Hoists it forward. Cleared without complication.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Lewandowski.
Poland are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
And that has been clubbed away. The changes then in quick succession.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
In by Zahavi. Tries to get it clear.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Has a pop! He scored! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. And that really is so impressive.
Oh look, it's always great to see a solo effort with a goal. It's the ideal combination of pace and control.
Poland have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Things starting to look very comfortable. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Now it's Blaszczykowski. Lewandowski. Keeper's got good distance on that. And here's Zahavi. Keeps everyone guessing. Played into the middle. The defence can get it clear. Blaszczykowski finds himself eased off the ball. The message is clear, none shall pass. Could move up a gear here. Cuts it out. And that's it. So they have their win. They had all the answers to whatever the opposition threw at them, and the result followed inevitably. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
What I most admire about this outfit is the cohesion and the willingness to work hard as a unit and getting behind the ball, doing the ugly stuff, That's what gets you clean sheets and wins.
With that, it's time for me to thank Jim.